Hi guys, it's just gone 3 p.m. If you've made an offer from us through clearing this morning, UCAS Track is now open and you can make us a choice in UCAS Track. Congratulations and welcome to Team Gloss. I'm Connor, you may have seen us from a video earlier on. I study sports, strength and conditioning.
Hi, I'm Jade, I study journalism.
Hi, my name's Zosie and I study animation.
Hi, I'm Joe and I study strength and conditioning. So here today, 3 p.m. and we are in Cheltenham Town. So the first thing I'd just like you all to know is we just walked in from Park Campus, which is about a 15-minute walk. Also as well, Hardwick and FCH, again, is another 5-10 minute walk to from the campus as well. So don't worry guys, it's easy to walk in. As well, I think it's worth noticing as well that between Gloucester and Cheltenham as well, the distance is not that far and there's buses going every 15 minutes. The 94U specifically, it goes through Cheltenham every 15 minutes, so don't worry about it. Even if you are studying in Gloucester, this video will be specific to you as well. And yeah, we're going to show you around Cheltenham now.
Awesome. So we have decided to start off here because we are right by the Everyman Theatre. That is just one of the sort of attractions of Cheltenham. I would definitely describe Cheltenham as a vibrant place to live. There is so much going on. So it's not just places like the theatre, there are festivals that come to us. So we have food festivals, comedy festivals. I know there's a comedy festival that's happening sort of spread between here and the town hall, and that's on the 22nd of September. It is, like I said, a really vibrant place to live. So we're going to show you around a little bit and so you can get a feel for what it's like.
Yeah, so we're going to be walking through, so we'll show you a couple of places where things happen, as Zosie was mentioning about. If you have any questions about student life or Cheltenham and the campuses that are in Cheltenham, then drop us a comment below and we'll answer your question.
Let's go for a walk.
Let's go for a nice walk.
Let's have a little wander.
As you can notice as well, if you did watch the video this morning, it was raining in Gloucester, but now we're in sunny Cheltenham.
It's because Cheltenham's the best. So I live in Cheltenham.
It should be worth noting that there are two Gloucester students and two Cheltenham students.
Okay, so
should we start there?
we mentioned in the previous live video about vegan options. I want to mention about Fat Tony's. They do amazing vegan pizzas that are huge. They do 20-inch vegan pizzas. So Alia, if you are watching, come here and check out the pizzas because they are amazing.
The sourdough crust is like none other. It is amazing.
Yeah,
It
so
is
even if you're not
absolutely
vegan, you
something.
can go there as well. It's amazing.
Absolutely something.
Tell us a little bit about food and drink in
There's loads of those restaurants.
There are so many, everything, chains, you know, restaurant chains, but also like little individual ones.
Yeah, so you've got
right there actually is the old courthouse, which was, is that right? Was actually
Yes, literally the old
the
courthouse.
old court. So it's still there, which means you can sit and eat and have a drink in the jury box, which is amazing.
There's like this big old judge's chair as well, so it's really trendy. It's kind of like, it's got like a kind of old kind of feel. The bar looks like really old, so you can go and order a drink and then sit in this big ass chair.
So
It's
obviously
amazing.
there's lots of restaurants and things like that in the actual town centre itself, but we've also got the brewery, which we can point you towards later on. But in there we've got kind of like Frankie and Benny's and another Cheeky Nando's.
Yeah,
that
another
we
Cheeky
mentioned
Nando's,
earlier.
guys. There's a Cheeky Nando's here.
But we've also got things like bowling and crazy golf and the cinema.
Crazy Golf's really good.
Monaghan's Crazy Golf is a good spot.
Yeah.
Don't do your golfing thing.
Don't do the golfing thing.
As I said as well, obviously, because me and Connor did live in Gloucester, like I said, it wasn't an issue. There was buses every 15 minutes. We just hopped on a bus and yeah, we came out.
It is really
It's a
accessible,
Crazy Golf.
and I think one of the biggest things I get asked, being someone who studies in Gloucester and having Cheltenham, which is this vibrant, bubbling social area, the connections are really, really easy, and it's really straightforward. You get on the bus outside Oxford's campus, jump off in the promenade, middle of town, at another campus. The routes are so accessible, cheap, and they lead to good fun.
Yep.
So,
£1.40 for the bus, guys. £1.40.
with a student
With a
card.
student card.
valid
Remember your
card,
student
we should
card.
add Zosie.
Can you just explain to us where we are?
So we are sort of in the centre. So if you head up that way, if you head to the right, you have more shops. So that's very much kind of high street shops. So you've got John Lewis is coming, so that's going to be up there.
Top Shop over
Top
River
Shop,
Island.
TK Maxx. I know you love TK Maxx.
Connor loves Cheeky Nando's.
And then
stuff, yeah.
if you from here, if you head left, we've got the
That's the
brewery.
brewery,
So
yeah.
that's all the fun stuff that goes on. If you are good at bowling or crazy golf, that's the place to head
Also
to.
in that direction is the other two campuses,
Yeah.
FCH and Hardwick, and
Yeah.
Park is the direction we're walking now. Pittville Student Village is also down there, which is going to have about 800 students, is that right? And that's also going to have their own kind of gym and other facilities that are down there too.
Like a student village.
Like a student village,
Laundrette, faith space, 800 other people, which is great. So everything that you'd expect a real big student village to have is all there. All there.
And a walking distance into town. So I think it only takes about 15 minutes. And what I love about that, so I've been up to the student village, and I love the walk through the park. So I love the green spaces in Cheltenham. That's something that I think I fell in love with as soon as I came here. Amazing parks with amazing lakes, so much green space, and then in autumn it looks all beautiful and like golden. So I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Colin, I have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, because you study at Gloucester.
Okay.
What do you like about Cheltenham
Yeah.
that Gloucester doesn't have then?
Gloucester is super rich for the things it has happening all the time.
Yeah,
and there's a
I
lot
agree.
of history there, and it's great. But I can't think of anywhere that has the amount of festivals. Every weekend there's something. There's a literature festival.
Yeah.
There's a science festival. There's the Tall Trees Festival. There's always something happening in Cheltenham, and that's different to not just Gloucester, but I think most places actually that I can think about off the top of my head.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
great.
And even in this space, this is where we have a farmers market that happens 2 times a month. So you get amazing fresh produce.
2 weeks time, in fact.
In 2 weeks time. Also the Cheltenham Christmas market.
Market.
It's a little bit different to the one in Gloucester. The one in Gloucester is really big. This one is just
have a line.
occupying this
Yeah.
space, but it's so cute. It's like sounds like gingerbread men and
Little
hot
fairy
frozen
lights
drinks
and
I absolutely love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, to be fair, I like both towns just as much each other, Gloucester and Cheltenham. But one thing I really do love about Cheltenham is, obviously we have the horse racing up here, so you've probably heard of Cheltenham Festival, Gold Cup Week. Actually, so I'm in my 3rd year, I've just finished, and in March I was fortunate enough I actually went to the Gold Cup Week, and what a great experience, dressing up smart, acting pretty cool for the day.
If you
and
study at this
yeah.
university, there should be
You
one
have
year
to,
where you do
yeah.
that, where you go to the races for one of the days on. I went on Ladies' Day. It's hectic and it's great fun.
Yes. What day did you go? Was it
Ladies' Day, the Wednesday.
Yeah, so Ladies' Day, what was the other day?
Oh,
I can't
No
I
idea.
think. But yes,
I think one thing that's worth mentioning as well is that you can work that week.
Yeah.
So the Gold Cup, if you want to earn some good dollar, some good tips apparently as well, you get some good money for it. I've heard it can be kind of crazy, the energy, and a lot of people. But if that is your scene, then it is a really good opportunity for you to
so yeah,
earn
funny
some good
story
money.
for me.
That's actually something you can sign up to at the Freshers Fair.
Yes.
On the Wednesday, I think, of the week that you turn up. So definitely do that.
Should we just talk about the Freshers Fair a little bit, because I don't know.
Actually, there's so much there.
That was a
Definitely
term.
need to-
Sorry, I probably got my face right.
so much better.
Oh, we've just had a question and I just want to clarify.
Oh, yeah.
Sean's asked, will there be sniffer dogs in September? Sean, can you just drop us another message and let us know if you mean a moving in day or whether you mean at the racecourse? That would be great, Sean. Thank you.
So, Freshers Fair, that was a term that I wasn't actually familiar with before I came to uni. I didn't really know what a Freshers Fair was. So for those of you who might not know what it is, basically it is, I think it happens on every single campus. It does happen on every campus. And it's basically that you have like a load of stalls where there are societies, sports teams, businesses, and it's an opportunity for you to sign up to all these things, get discount cards, get loads of free stuff.
Basically, get yourself involved in the uni, but also community.
Yeah.
Your big do is in
Absolutely.
Park, in the big green in Park. The whole marquee's put up.
The big,
Every single society, every single sport that represents itself here at university has its stand manned. Sign up to everything. It's better you try women's rugby once, get smashed to bits and go, I'm never going back. Then you get to your 3rd year and go, you know what, I wish I'd done women's rugby. Sadly, I could never have done that. It's okay.
It sounds like voice of
But it is
experience.
there is much more to it as well. It isn't just the internal university stuff that is there. A lot of local organisations, local charities, local places you can get involved with, experience and work also show up there. So it's a really, really good place not only to meet other students, to meet the clubs and teams you're going to represent, but also get involved with the community as well, which is quite a nice thing to be able to do whilst you're at university.
Can you guys just want to show everyone where we are?
So we are walking down the promenade. Now, that is the,
Your municipal offices. I just want to say one thing about the municipal offices. is that at Christmas time they put up
Yeah,
fairy
no
lights,
question,
they put up 2 big trees, and honestly it is so magical because the kind of stone that building is made from, it means it glows. Like if it has a little bit of light at night time, it absolutely looks totally magical. So walking down this street, you usually have Christmas lights up here. It is absolutely magical. This is such a beautiful street to walk down.
I think the 2 spots are quite nice, aren't they, at Christmas and at night?
Yeah, true.
We have just had a question in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lewis. So he's asking about the best society and sports club to be in. We've all been in different ones,
We've all
haven't
been
we?
in different
So
ones, so we're going to get
There isn't an answer. There isn't an answer. I don't know. I don't know which one is the best one to be in.
I know, taekwondo.
Because it doesn't exist.
I'm
What I
going
will
down
tell
the
you with this, so that we don't argue too much over which is the best and which is not good, is you are entirely welcome to any society here and sports team, and make your own mind up. Try everything. That's the biggest thing. Try everything. They're all really inclusive. They all have loads of stuff to do. Taekwondo might be a good club. It might not be anywhere near as good as a weightlifting club. Who knows? So it's up to you and how you make your
I'm
mind up that
feeling
way.
an element of
I'm
competition
sorry.
here, guys.
I think Connor is being way too political. You know, I think honestly, whatever kind of club that you go to, you will feel like a strong bond to it if you have that connection with your mates, and it's something that you really love. So if it is a sport, you can compete and you get better. Obviously, you're going to feel that connection to it. So for me, I joined the Taekwondo Society. That was something I'd never done before. I came not knowing, anything about it, and that's something I've loved. So over the 3 years I've been here, I've got better and better, and it's an opportunity when you come to here, sign up to things at Freshers Fair and try something new, and you make up your own mind.
Speaking of which, Jade, you tried something new in Freshers, didn't you? What did you do?
Yeah, so I was going to say, while there are so many sports teams to be a part of and you can be competitive, it's important to remember you don't have to be a pro. You can join as a social member as well as a competitive member. If you just want to do it as a bit of fun and something on the side of your studies rather than something that's really competitive, that's definitely something that happens. So in my first 2 years at uni, I was in the dance team. I did that competitively, but then I tried something new the last year and joined the rowing team, which means I was out of my comfort zone and put in a boat, but it was so much fun. I'm really glad I did it. So definitely try something new while you guys are here. All the teams, like the guys have said, are really accommodating. So
Yeah. So I was actually for the first 2 years part of the rugby league team. Very fortunate, met some great people in that. Really enjoyed it. I enjoyed that it was good professionalism between the boys, but we also, after game day on a Wednesday, we had real good times. The society was really good. But then this year, obviously I decided to do futsal. I didn't actually go to many, socials, but we just created our own sort of stuff, and it was really good fun. So
I think another thing to mention on societies and clubs is if you are in a society or a club and you are on a committee of that club, it's a great thing to have when you're at university. When you get your colours at the end of your university career, or you get to go to the award ceremonies that we have in the town hall, and you get given nommies or whatever they might be, nomies, you get a little gnome if you win, which is great. That looks great on your CV. It is a great journey for you to go throughout your degree, and it's hugely rewarding, and it's not something that is just a proxy of being in a club. It's a really great thing to work towards. So join everything.
yeah, you make some great friends in these teams, so it's definitely something to get involved in. You'd have your course friends and obviously your housemates and stuff like that, but having sports teams friends is just just something else.
There are some weird ones as well. I just think it was worth mentioning. So we're talking a lot about kind of sports ones. It's not just sports societies. There are loads of societies that have, just going to throw out a few examples. There is a cheese tasting society.
Yep.
There is Dumbledore's Army, and they have Quidditch matches.
Yes.
On that.
We'll post the video to it afterwards because
Yeah.
there's a really, really good video. We'll post
Yeah.
it. Jack, if you're listening, can you post that for us?
Please post the video because it is so much fun. And another really cool thing is that if you come to uni and you think, right, I really hope that they have Golden Gnome Society, and they don't have it, and you want to set one up, you can. So you just need 3 other people that's interested in it. You can set up your own society and then watch it grow, so people can start coming. And then before you know it, the Golden Gnome Society is like huge.
We've got a great comment I just want to respond to. Someone says, I miss Park Campus so much.
Yeah.
Park Campus misses you too, buddy.
So sad.
We've already been saying how
We were going to miss it.
we're going to miss it so much. I cannot begin to describe.
Definitely have to come here and make the great memories.
Yeah.
You'll leave with some great ones. Wait. Oh, we got any more? Oh wait. We haven't got any more questions, which is why if you have any about Cheltenham, any of the campuses in Cheltenham, or just general student life, drop us a comment below and we'll answer them as soon as we can.
Connor, tell us about the Clearing Call
Yeah,
Centre.
at the same time, you may well be on this, listening to this right now, watching this right now, going, I want to speak to someone who's a little more able to help me with course choices and the sort. Well, that's okay. Call 0333 0432 414. Speak to one of our advisors there. If you don't want to do that and you want to go on gloss.ac.uk and go on live chat, you can speak to our advisors just as easily, just there. Give it a go and good luck.
Speaking of questions, we have another one that's just come in right now. So when you were searching for the right uni, what made UOG stand out over the others? Was there anything in particular, or was it just a no-brainer?
Oh, I love that
great
question.
I think Con, do you want to start it off and then work it down?
Yeah.
I went a route that I wouldn't always advise, but I looked at literally the course I wanted to do, sports strength and conditioning. Where is the best place to do that? And it was literally the University of Gloucestershire. At the time I applied in 2015, I read every single staff profile. I looked at the facilities and the equipment that we had and thought, that fits the bill. If that was on Mars, I'd go there. So that was it. Very, very simple for me. Right course in the UK, good to go.
Do you remember coming to an open day?
I didn't come to an open day.
Wow.
I chanced mine that much. There we go.
I love that because that's totally different to how my experience anyway. So I was all about the vibes of the place. So I went to quite a few different campuses. I went to different open days, and it didn't matter what like the stats said. It didn't matter what I read up like Connor about different courses and stuff like that. But it was just about the feeling. And for me, when I walked on Park Campus, all that beautiful green space, and the vibes of the people as well. So I came on an open day and I was greeted by really friendly student ambassadors. I was greeted by friendly lecturers. You know, I spent most of the day laughing, whereas on other campuses I spent a lot of the time going, I hope this is right for me. So like, it was just totally different experience. So I guess it was a no-brainer for me because of the way it made me feel.
I guess either way you ended up here, it was a no-brainer, I think.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, no, I mean, most people say it, but it was true for me. When I walked in, I just kind of knew that it was the right place for me. I just kind of felt like it was a really friendly, family kind of atmosphere, rather than where people actually know you, where your lecturers actually know you and your skills, rather than you're just kind of a number and amongst so many other students. And also, like Cheltenham and Gloucester have all the city kind of things. They have all the shops and the restaurants and the bars, but they also have beautiful parks. So you get kind of, best of both worlds.
What about you, Dave?
Yeah, so for me personally, quite similar to Corners. So obviously I had a look around, seeing where was the best course to study strength and conditioning. At the same time as well, I wanted to go to a university where I could have the balance between, because I was playing high level standard rugby at the time as well. I wanted to keep on playing high standard rugby as well as gaining the degree. And I spoke to the University of Gloucestershire. They were really helpful. I met up with some of the lecturers a day on my own, and with the rugby coach as well. It just had a really good feeling when I came up, and I had only been to Gloucester campus when I met them, and then obviously I went to the open day as well. But just from the beginning, the balance between the rugby, the studying, and I just liked that it was a small university because, like Jade was saying as well, you're not just like another number. You're appreciated by the lecturers. They know you by name. I think that's really important, especially when work opportunities and stuff come up, because this day and age you need experience as well as a degree. I think that's a big advantage to have, and that's one thing I think Gloucester University really provides, is opportunities for you. So you're actually applying what you do in any degree. So it's just been great, been blessed, and big shout out to all the lecturers that have helped me out, so thank you very much.
All of the lecturers, as well as being lecturers, are still in the industry themselves, which means they still have all these great contacts. So when it comes to you doing placements and things, it's so easy for them to get you in contact with the right people that can improve your skills, and you can get some great names on your CV. So it's definitely, that's what's great about Gloucester.
That's a good opportunity to plug our Future Plan live chat, which is happening at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. It's your opportunity to speak to our Future Plan team about careers, placements, volunteering, anything like that. So that's listed on our Facebook page, so head on over there to register for that.
Good, there we go. A good bit of plane noise. There we go. Yeah. There's always something happening.
Well, there is an airport in Gloucester, isn't there?
Okay, so Jade, what are we going to do when we cross the road? What are we going to do?
Joe's gonna love
We're
that.
gonna look both ways.
Yes, Jay nearly fell over in front of a car on our
Yeah.
earlier.
Road safety.
But we are
Like-
directly opposite now the shop that Zosie said is her favourite shop.
Oh, Vinegar Hill.
Vinegar Hill!
Definitely go in there. It's,
It's
very
full.
cute.
It's full of really lovely stuff that you don't necessarily need, but you really, really want.
Not a day to go shopping when you've got your student loan in.
I think it's worth
Try
pointing
and
out quickly,
avoid
guys.
that, yeah.
That is a
I
94
would
U there.
recommend
Oh, yeah.
That is a 94, so that is the bus, guys. Oh, anyway.
That is the exact bus you'll need.
I would recommend us crossing over, guys.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's easier. I just want to be closer to Vinegar Hill.
So what's the shopping like then?
What is the shopping like? So there's,
Favourite shop?
I would say,
Favourite shop. My favourite shop is Top Shop. Apart from the little
Apart from
unique
Vinegar
ones
Hill.
that you get, like Vinegar Hill, it's got all of the retail shops. So where Gloucester, where we were earlier, where that is kind of the more designer stores that you can get discounted, these are all retail high street shops. So
Yeah.
you can get like River Island, there's Top Shop, there's a New Look, there's TK Maxx.
Superdrug.
We're gonna have.
Yeah,
we
you want my
Superdrug.
favourite shop? TK Maxx. Every
We're
time I
gonna
wear, that's it. I walk in and I walk out with something. It's
We're
great.
also going to have a new John Lewis, so that's being built at the moment. I don't think it's
It's not
yet.
quite open yet, no.
You're going to be shopping in John Lewis?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
So we're really lucky to have Superdry here. So obviously they have a shop here, but the headquarters are actually based in Cheltenham as well, which is just another opportunity for our students to get work placements with them. So I know that we have graphic design students that have worked with Superdry, and we've had photography students as well. So it's really good to have those connections that's actually really like on your doorstep.
Oh, yeah.
And our
Also,
uniform.
our student ambassador
Yeah.
uniform was designed by Superdry, so we ended up with some really cool hoodies and t-shirts, didn't we, guys?
Yeah, it was a student collaboration with Superdry. So we worked together with them to design our student ambassador uniform. So we look trendy.
And those hoodies are warm. You can live in those hoodies.
They are.
If you've never had a coat, that hoodie will do you.
That's true.
So yeah, that's just another placement that you guys can get involved in. UOG provides some great links, and that's just one of them. So we are just about to walk into the Imperial Gardens.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
That is the bar in the back, which in the summer, in the last few months, has been great. You can just lie here in the sun all day and get drinks from that bar.
Not worried about
Favourite
exams.
drink to buy in the park?
Favourite drink?
Probably a Pimm's,
Pimm's.
isn't it?
It was definitely a Pimm's.
Oh,
For me.
no.
While they're expensive, it's worth splashing out on a
I like ginger beer. I like ginger beer. My mum hates ginger, but I love ginger. So ginger beer. So actually, a lot of the festivals are held on these grounds as well.
Yeah.
So in the summer, obviously, it's really lovely to use the grassy space. But when it's when there's a festival, there's loads and loads of tents here. Also, there's another green space up there that's being filled, so it's not just this area that's used for festivals, but it is one of the areas that's used for festivals. I know that the literature festival that happened last year, I went to that one here. There was Mary Berry was there, so that was really cool.
Mary Berry.
Mary Berry,
Berry,
yeah,
yeah.
she was talking. But Jade, you met someone, didn't you?
Oh,
Did
we
you?
did meet
Oh,
someone.
So, as part of one of the festivals that Cheltenham has, the Literature Festival was one of them, and we were home to Hillary Clinton for a few days. She came and had her event at the Cheltenham Racecourse, and I was lucky enough to be one of the students that asked her a question at her event about her new book, which was amazing. It's got to be the highlight of my 3 years. So, speaking of that, actually, what are your highlights?
Highlights.
Highlights. Oh.
I don't mind. Okay. Highlights of 3 years. I would say overall it has been being a student ambassador. So I would really recommend if you come here, the student ambassador scheme is absolutely amazing. It will give you so many opportunities to grow in confidence, to develop skills that you might not get in the classroom, in lectures. It really gives you all that extra stuff that employers are increasingly looking for. It's like, I can't remember who said it earlier, but it's not just enough to have a degree. You need to be able to ace an interview, you need to be able to give a presentation, all that kind of stuff. I don't think I would have been able to do this right now if I hadn't been a student ambassador and had all that support. So, ambassadors.
Shout out to Chantal.
Yeah.
Chantal
Yeah,
Goldsworth,
Chantal.
thank you so much.
Chantal,
Thank you,
thank you
I
very
love
much.
you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you guys could be us in 3 years' time. You could have our jobs in 3 years, maybe. You never
Yes,
know. You might
yes.
be watching right now.
Please do
But
it.
yeah,
I
Sign
think
up.
I want to plug another scheme as well for my favourite part about
All right,
university.
go on then.
So Joe and I, as well as being ambassadors, are also on sports scholarships, and that was awesome because
Yeah.
you get a lot of CPD, a lot of development.
Who did you meet recently?
I met Lizzie Arnold, and she's really nice. A lot of the time, I've always got this preconception that if you meet really big athletes, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah.
So for those people who don't know, tell us who Lizzie Arnold is.
Lizzie Arnold is our best Winter Olympian going
time.
Yeah, of all time, and she has 2 gold medals in the skeleton, which is the scariest event you could ever do. And she is one of the friendliest, most down-to-earth, fun people to listen to talk and hang out with after. So she's really, really, really nice. But things like that we had access to. We had access to loads of CPD with psychology, with nutrition, and again, you meet loads of people from different walks. So we've all studied different courses. We've met each other through various schemes.
Yeah.
Joe and I have met each other through, we can argue too many schemes, right?
Yeah. 3 schemes. Man.
But yeah, I think that's it. The accessibility we had through the scholarship was fantastic. If that was yours, Joe, I am sorry for stealing it.
That is fine. No, to be fair, mine was actually going to be about research. But one thing I do just want to cap on is obviously, as these you've just mentioned now, obviously, like you've got the student ambassador scheme, you've got the sports scholarship scheme. You really have you make your life at university. Do you mean you decide what you can do? You have these opportunities
There's
available,
so many options.
and it's up to you whether you want to take it. Like I said, thanks to Chantel for actually allowing me to work as a student ambassador. I've enjoyed it. I've absolutely loved it. It's been one of the best part-time jobs I could ever ask for. Again, Debbie Sargent for the sports scholarship, been great.
Debbie.
But yeah, I've also been part of some big research projects, which hopefully, I don't know if I can say this, I'll just say it anyway, hopefully will get published next year. But I've been fortunate enough as a student to be involved in that, and obviously by the time I graduate and stuff, be ready to get into research, and that's my goal. And
That's awesome.
yeah, so
Yeah, so
That's
we've
very good.
actually just had a question come in from Sam, who
Samsung.
asked, what can you buy for £1 in Gloucester?
what can you buy for
So there's Pound World actually
Sausage rolls?
in the town centre.
Yeah.
So you can get, loads of things for £1
Anything
there.
you want there?
But it's specifically in
But-
Gloucester or Cheltenham.
Well,
I'll tell you what. A pound, that is a good thing. Oh god.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
come
you
on.
go to any charity shop, you're a rich man, and if you're a student, being a rich man's good. So
Yeah.
support local charities, go into charity shops, and a quid takes you a long way.
I think student life is all about budgeting because you know you do have to be smart with your money. So
That's
yeah,
easier than people think, actually.
I would say if I had £1, I love cereal. I love cereal, so I would
well, why
probably spend it on a box of cereal. I always look out for the special offers, so you know, you get some cereal, you're done for the week.
Amazing. Should we take a walk around while we
Yeah, why not?
get a good look at the rest of the park?
I think it's worth mentioning as well, guys. Obviously, I know the weather's not great today, but we do have a Lido in Cheltenham as well. So we do fancy a nice
Oh, yeah.
morning outdoor swim like me and Connor. Well, probably more Connor, not me. Yeah. we have
It's
an
very
outdoor
popular. It's not open in the winter,
Oh,
but they do Christmas Eve cold swim.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
Let's go, Joe. Let's go.
Yeah.
Calling you out.
You're in?
Come back.
Oh, we're in. Me and Joe have just now said we'll be in for that. Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Please video it. Amazing.
Get my swimming goggles ready.
They have a special swim just for dogs as well.
No way.
I'll bring my sheepdog
There
up.
you go.
If anyone from Wales is watching, yep.
Sheepdog.
Where are you guys all from originally?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I'm from a little town called Boston in Lincolnshire, which is getting up towards Hull on the coast, but not quite. So up there.
So, how many hours away, Connor?
It's about 170 miles, so 4-hour drive.
Quite far then.
Enough.
I'm from Wiltshire, so it's only about an hour away, which meant I was close enough to home so that if I need anything I could go back, but at the same time I was also away and I could be independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe?
Yeah, so I'm from
guesses?
Astragunlice.
Got a good nose.
Good guess. So that's Swansea. So yeah.
We never would have known.
No.
No, never would have guessed that.
No.
And I'm from the little city of Wells, so that's about 2 hours drive away, probably 3 hours on public transport. So yeah, like Jade, the perfect distance. I try to go home most weekends, but I have my independence up here, so it's really
That's a good question. How often would you go home in a normal term
Oh,
time?
that's a good question.
Me, I don't want to answer that. Never really. No.
I think I went probably every 4 weeks, every month.
Yeah.
And it depends, you know, you've got deadlines and things like that obviously makes a difference, but I'd try and go every 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm about 6 weeks, I'd say. Once every 6 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, if I can every weekend, I'll push for it. But obviously, I have to make exceptions for things like work and deadlines and stuff like that. but yeah, it's up to you guys. You know, if you, I don't know if it was definitely important for me when I was making a decision about uni, about location. So I don't know if that's something that was, you guys were thinking about.
Yeah,
when
people
you
got
chose.
different things when they go to university.
Yeah.
For me, it was never a case of I know that I can drive home. Or it's not.
Yeah.
It's a couple of hours. It's a couple of hours. So that was never too much for me. But it might be to you, and that's okay. So it is to you guys.
One tip I would give though is I'd probably suggest when you do obviously move in the halls and halls of residence and stuff, I would probably suggest just stay in there just for a couple of weeks, maybe not go home just yet.
Yeah, that's
Try and
Really strong advice.
get over the homesickness
Daddy's
and
joke.
stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think I made myself. Well, I said to myself that I wouldn't go home for the first, I think, 3 or 4 weeks, and I think that was the best thing to do because
a big
obviously you
change.
will. Yeah, it's a big
Big
change, and
change.
you will feel a bit homesick maybe in the first few days. But giving yourself that time means that you're more likely to get used to it, and otherwise, I guess you could fall into the habit of of going home and things like that.
Yeah.
Luke Jones says, great tip, Vesta.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jones.
Yes.
Thank you, Luke Jones. Good shout out. Like a celebrity.
You are,
Maybe
yeah.
not. Good.
So I'm just trying to think about what I can share with you around here. So the Cheltenham Town Hall is just that sort of like the back of it. I don't know if you can see that by those trees. So loads of events happen in Cheltenham Town Hall. It's a space that the university use as well. So if we have event ceremonies, things like that, it's held there. It is a beautiful space. Honestly, Google it. Google the pump rooms as well, Pittville
Yeah.
pump rooms. So they work in partnership. So loads of events happen in the town hall and in the Pittville pump rooms. Magical events. So
Can you
What-
name
wait,
any famous comedians who have performed recently at the Cheltenham Town
Joe
Hall?
can. His favourite, Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey.
Yeah, that's true.
Bill Bailey.
I know that coming up is a comedian that I really love. So I don't know if you guys do you know Reggie Hunter? Reginald? No,
like I know that name.
I love him.
Who?
He's so funny. He's one of the only comedians that doesn't make me cringe. I'm not gonna lie. He makes me laugh so much. So I'm definitely gonna try and see him. I think he is gonna be at the Everyman Theatre. But
So tickets can be quite expensive to go to
What?
things like this. So what's the best way to have a cheap student night in Cheltenham?
Well, there are spaces and there are pubs that have special offers, often for students.
You have to catch the happy hours, and
Yeah, true.
Wednesday nights are big for us here at Cheltenham. It's our sports team night, so
Yeah, Wednesday's huge.
That's on Wednesdays, Thursday nights, actually even Monday nights.
Yeah, Monday. What's that? What's
It's
the,
like
just a student.
there's deals for
Yeah, it's
drinks
really
and
cheap.
things like that in there. and-
£2.50. I want to say a drink. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean the most expensive I feel like is £2.50, so
Yeah,
that's
Joe-
great.
Joe goes
With
high.
your student card, you can get a discounted entry. So we have Moo Moo's and Fever in Cheltenham, the two clubs. So Moo Moo's is discounted entry with your student card, and Fever is free anyway. So it really is quite easy to have a cheap.
And
student
also,
night.
pay attention to the phone company you're with. I'm with 3. You can use 1, 2. It's an app. You get loads of discounted stuff. Some of it's absolute tat you're never going to use. Some of it's great. So be savvy with who you get insurance with, who you go and choose to get your student account with your bank, because a lot of them will give you cool stuff. They might give you 2-for-1 cinema tickets. They might give you some money back. They might do anything. So really, really be vigilant when you search for these things, and you'll be great.
I've
Good
got
fun.
a tip actually for cheap student nights out. So I start again. Frog and Fiddle. So Frog and Fiddle is my favourite little pub. It is amazing. So me and my taekwondo friends, we used to go out there, as much as we could. The cool thing about that, majorly discounted drinks. So you can just show your student card and you get really, really cheap drinks. And also they allow you to bring in your own food. So we could have, we could get
They do actually,
yeah, you can get
Nice.
takeaway. So if you want to splash out on some Dominoes or something like that,
Which
go
is
for
right
it.
next door.
Which is right next door. You can order it whilst you're in there and just have them bring it to you, which
Oh,
is
we missed
awesome.
that.
How did you miss it? So it's
Never-
pretty
never
cool.
heard
But
of it.
also, if you are on a budget, and I know there are times when it's like I can't really go out, guys. You can go along and you can bring your box of cereal, and just like they won't kick
Getting
you
the
out.
impression that Zosie might have taken her cereal
I
every
really
day.
need
Yeah.
some cereal right
Zosie's
now.
lived off it for 3 years now.
I've got the cereal shakes.
Connor, can you drop us a reminder about track?
I certainly can. 3 p.m. today, track opened, and if you've been made an offer by the university today, you can go ahead and you can accept that. You can make us a choice. So congratulations and welcome to Team Gloss. And likewise, if you've had your A-level results today and you're looking at somewhere you need to go to university, please feel free to call us on 0330 432 414, or go to gloss.ac.uk and have a word with our guys on live chat.
Amazing.
Okay, good. So yeah, that was just our short walk around Cheltenham. Obviously, we can't show you everything. We wish we could, but we can't. So I guess that's us signing
Yeah.
out from the
That's
Imperial
us,
Garden.
lads.
Signing out.
Well done again if you got the grades that you needed.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Guys.
And yeah, come join Team Gloss. Woo!
Guys, tell us about some of the events that are happening tomorrow that people can tune into.
Yes.
Yes,
We have the Future Plan team at 6 p.m. and
Facebook Live in the morning from Pittville Student Village.
yes,
Student
That's
Village,
true.
right
that was
tomorrow.
my next one. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then in the afternoon from Gloucester Cathedral.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
yes.
With do the theme tune.
Okay, signing out with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should go.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.